Alright, so when it comes down to Shang, I've been seeing a ton of Shang downplay lately. And honestly, I feel that Shang is actually one of those characters, like to be real, he carries a lot of players, if you want me to be honest. So in this video, I don't want to talk about his variations. I just want to talk about Shang in general, about what makes him really good that I feel like people don't really realize. So let's get right into it. So I just want to talk about the basics. He has really good pokes. His pokes are ridiculously good. Good down one, decent down three, but a godlike down four. Fucking godlike down four. You land this, you can walk up grab, throw a mid, and then even throw a mid and go into a grab because his staggers are so fucking good. If you ask me, Shang has top 5 best down fours in the game. Like it has everything you would want in a character. Next, his fucking auto shimmy. Like there's a tournament back then. It was when Sonic Fox was using Collector, and he was going up against this Russian bastard named Arn Kratos. I think that's his name. Really, really good Shang player. Probably, in my opinion, the best Shang player. He's right up there with Foxy, if you ask me. And when he was using this fucking auto shimmy, he made Sonic Fox hold the block button for like damn near 20 seconds. Just staggering this shit. It is impossible to fucking react to. You don't know, like, if he's gonna finish it or if he's gonna do it once and grab you. Like, you just don't fucking know what he's gonna do. You don't know if he's gonna go into plus frames. You don't know if he's gonna complete that shit. You don't know if he's gonna do 1, 2, 1, 1. Like, you just don't fucking know, and it's very, very, very difficult to react to. It's really, really. There's so many mind games to it. I don't want to get into it, but a really, really good auto shimmy, if you ask me. It's probably his best stagger, if you ask me. That being said, you have another move that why Shang has this, I don't know. Just the way that he is. Like, you have really long range mids, right? Like, whatever. This mid is weird. The Disney Channel. It's amazing. But you have this and this great range. But he has a 10 frame low starter. Meaning, he doesn't have to play the I poke you, you poke me mind game. Which is very wild, if you ask me. Not only that, there's like, you could do the monkey, you can do the Russian leg sweep, and both of those lead to really good things. You land this, sometimes I like to do is get my grab game going and get some health back off of it, do stuff like that, or of course complete it, get your combo. But the Russian leg sweep, this is I'm gonna tell you why this shit is really good. It does 9% if you land it, a ton of hit advantage, and here's the thing about Shang that people don't realize. He has 3 moves that you cannot wake up buttons on. 3. Let me show you what moves those are. Gonna make Liu Kang do what he does best, just mash away, right? And we're gonna make him delay, so you guys know that I'm not bullshitting. Saw that, right? Same timing, same timing, same timing every single time. Every single time. I don't care if he doesn't fucking matter. He's gonna get hit every single time. Not by 1 string, not by 2 strings, but by 3 strings. He cannot wake up buttons with this, he cannot wake up buttons with this, and he cannot wake up buttons on this string. This one's a little tricky, but it's real. It's real. This one as well. Now, I don't want to say it's tricky, but it's definitely possible. This is the easiest one out of the other 2. But he has 3 strings that your opponent cannot wake up buttons on, and people fail to realize that. He has 3. So every time you land this shit, or every time your opponent breaks, it's guaranteed pressure by Shang. Not every character has this fucking privilege of having 3 strings that are true meaties. Excuse me. Whoop that tricks. The word meaty is stupid. We're calling them whoop that tricks. 3 of them. And that's really, really important to have. So you have options on how you want to pressure your opponent. So there's that. This is really, really good. 9%, get, a guaranteed meaty. If he doesn't have any armor, or any bars, he's fucked. So there's that. Not only that, he just doesn't have to play the poke game. This move is really, really good. And there just has lots of options. You can do a little monkey, you can do this. Really nice options. Next are his actual mids. Um, this mid is very interesting. It's just such a weird mid to have, but it's really for oppressing your string with that overhead, and you could like add mix-ups to it if you have the slide or whatever. But I like this mid, if you want me to be honest. The range on it is very weird. Like, it's like right there. Might as well go with this move right here, but I like it. You know, the Disney Channel, it's just iconic to me, you know, this move. So there's that. Now, for this mid as well, there's mind games to it. It has an overhead, you can stagger it, you can get nice damage with it. So there's that. This is just a really straightforward, this is just a really good mid. Not only that, just to get stagger, -2, like holy shit. It's a really, really good stagger, and there's really nice mix-ups to it as well that you can do with it. You can stagger really, really nice. Off of the second hit, probably not. It's like -11, but you can be completely safe with it. And there's lots of mind games to it. I don't want to get into, but I just think it's a really good mid, to be honest. And you can't wake up buttons with it, so yeah, it's a really good mid. And now the money maker, which is his. There's Shang players that literally all they do is use this move. It's that fucking oppressing. It's that fucking good. It's -3 off of the first hit. It's such a good stagger for a strike throw game. Not only that, you get plus frames off of it as well. You get a crushing blow, 30 fucking percent unbreak, 29 unbreakable. You could do so much to it. You could like sneak that one in there. It's really, really fucking good to just really throw your opponent off, and you can get your highs going on there as well. Now that you can make your opponent scared and like make him poke and get your grab game going. So now every time, you know, you throw this move, he's forced to respect you. If not, you're gonna bait him for a short hop or a freaking grab. Like even doing this into like overheads. I mean, into like short hops. Like I do this shit all the time, and people fall for it all the time. Not only that, but you can even do some G shit like this, bait him, and then go into the low starter. Oh, you can be a little sneaky little shit with Shang. That's what he's known for, just being a sneaky little shit. But this is such a good move. The fact you go from your like, you don't even have to throw it in neutral ever. You can just offer your down 3, just throw it just like that. But if you get the whiff punish, boom, you get a crushing blow. Next thing I want to talk about are his crushing blows. He has realistic crushing blows. He has this one. And he has this one as well. And since, you know, you can get this shit going, once you morph back a certain cooldown time, you can get, you know, what is it? Your crushing blow. And when he cools down, I forgot what side it is. Is it this one? No, I think it's his back one. That I feel like people don't really ever use. Yeah. You can get off of his back one, and then you get a crushing blow off of that as well. Not only that, but you add other moves like the smoke parry, the slide, other moves. You can get a lot of crushing blows with Shang. Not only that, probably one of the biggest things that I feel like people don't really take advantage with Shang is being able to morph into people. Like, Jesus Christ, do people always fail to realize that when you morph into motherfuckers, like, it's kind of wild. It really is wild because you can get some serious damage off of this shit. Grabs do really nice damage. Like, just in general, like he just gets really good damage off of shit. So let's make our opponent. Okay, so we're gonna make him. Jesus Christ. Okay, there you go. Boom. This is how much damage you're gonna get off of it. 15, which is really, really nice if you ask me. I believe it was 16 back then. But definitely take advantage of soul swapping with Shang. I definitely recommend it. The reason why I recommend it is because grabs do more damage. And it's just gonna throw your opponent off. Like, it really is. Like, you morphing into them, your opponent really doesn't know what your intentions are. You could morph. It's hard to say. Just depending on the character that you're morphing into, you could really, you know, use that to, like, I don't know, psych your opponent out and just start zoning him once you morph in, or you could literally morph into him and like rush your opponent. There's a lot of mind games into morphing. I might make a guide on that. There's actually a lot of deep things when you morph into other people with Shang that I feel people really fail to realize. But just know that morphing into people is really, really strong with Shang. And there's that. Next, you have his projectile. He has a fast projectile. It's 15. Believe it or not, this comes out the exact same as Katana's fans. Just Katana's fans look faster, but the startup is pretty much the same shit. Um, you know, you could literally like use these to like get hit advantage, decent damage, and then strike throw mix up with them, which is really nice as well if you want to play like that or you just want to go for damage. It all depends on the variation that you're using with Shang. But yeah, honestly, I just feel that Shang plays Mortal Kombat 11 how it's supposed to be played. He literally has everything you want. Good range. Doesn't have to play the I poke you, you poke me mind game. Good strike throw mix up. Um, his freaking whoop that trick is real. And there, he has a way of getting health back. It's like like it may not seem like a lot, but like you can get health back, and that shit actually could add up. So that being said, I feel people are really tripping off of Shang. I feel like Shang deserves his respect. He gets nerfed every single patch, and yet, in my opinion, he's still top 5. That's just me being me, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Holla, holla back. Check you bastards later. Deuces.